What's this called?
Everything or the
Everything.
This is like a pellet pellet mill line. Have like how do I put it? In feed production, we'll have 2, 3, 4 type of machinery they use for production.
Okay, sir.
But here, what we do here is pelletizer. We pellet the feed. The production process is pelleting. We are not doing extrusion because all this our machine doesn't have the capacity for
Extrusion.
What this machine has capacity to do is the what do you call
Pelleting.
it? The pelleting. So and part of the unit is we do the grinding, we do the mixing, we do the pelletizing, we do the cooling, and we do the packaging.
So all through the grinding, mixing, and pelletizing, it is hot.
No, through the grinding and mixing, it's not hot.
Okay.
But
At the
because
stage of pelletizing.
we produce
Okay.
steam boiler there. We have steam boiler there. So in electric machine, there's a chamber there. That chamber is what they call the conditioner. So in the conditioner, there is mixture of the feed and the steam. That's where there will be the mixture. Then the feed will be like pre-cooked. We do the pre-cooking of the feed there. So once the feed is coming out from that pelletizing unit, the feed will be very, very hot.
So the cooler cools it down. So is this a finished product?
So we do it in different sizes. Here, this line we're going to produce our 2 mm. This is for the 2 mm alone.
What category of fish eats this 2 mm?
Fish between the range of 2 months to 3 months, a bit to 4 months maximum.
At what point, at what age are fish sold?
It depends on the market. We have different markets to have a bracket. Like if we are looking at our own environment in Iran here, basically we target there are customers, there are farmers that target Abuja market, those that target nature
Market.
So some are supplying to Lagos. So the size of fish determines it varies between 6 months to 8 months average.
So after eating this, you said it's from 2 months to 4 months. After eating this, they have to eat a bigger one for them to grow. But these are raw materials, right?
Yeah, this is granite cake, part of raw materials we use for feed. We have we use about almost 20 different raw materials for fish production. We have the energy source for the feed, which is part of the materials we use. This energy source we use about 4 or 5 type of ingredients. We use maize, we use we use wheat tofa, we use rice brown, we use cassava, we use different. All these are like the energy source part of the feed. Then we'll have the protein source. The protein will have the protein plant source, and we'll have that of protein animal source. The protein plant source we use is GNC, soya, roselle, PKC. These are the plant source protein.
Fishes, are they eating balanced diet?
Fish will eat balanced diet, particularly the catfish, the fish that are domiciled in Nigeria to focus on their productions. They are very, very sensitive to high protein feed. Their feed will be very, very rich in protein. If the feed is not rich in protein, one will get the best out of the fish. The growth will be very slow. The flesh quality will be very poor. So many things will go into the quality of the fish.
I want to ask you, why fish farm? There are a lot of other businesses that you could have thought of joining.
I was a bit privileged to have studied fisheries.
In school?
In school.
Oh.
So
somebody that did and is actually applying. It's so good to meet somebody that is applying what they actually studied in school. You know that these days, we only get to implement what we study in school in real life. You will see somebody that studied education, you will see them in banks.
Yeah.
So it's so good to see somebody that studied fishing.
Some of us study fisheries by chance. We are not really interested in it, so we are like forced to study the fisheries. But on getting in there, you are exposed to the likely opportunities that you can take advantage of when you put in place. And we did that. Today we are enjoying.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So these fish farms, there are other people that are into it, that are just, rearing fishes, people that are not really producing food. Or what is it, food that is being called?
Yeah.
For feed. Okay, feed for fishes. Do you think that they are maximizing the opportunity, the field?
Yeah, you see, all aspects of fisheries are very, very interesting. And they have their series of challenges. It's not necessarily important that a farmer must be involved in all aspects of fish farming. Feed stand on its own, fish farming stand on its own. In fact, the fish farming itself will still have the hatchery where you have people who focus on just producing the seedlings. You have those who are doing the grow out, while we have those who are doing the feed. I think we just have advantage. We have advantage that okay, we're able to beat little resources that will say, okay, in any business you are doing, you set up a target. When you get to the peak of this, you start this. When you get to the peak of this, you start this. Then we'll try to take advantage in working along the value chain. So we try to make sure, okay, we're taking advantage of each aspect of the value chain, which to me I think is helping. But for those who still focus on the feed alone, it's not a bad idea. I think there's this advantage some of them are enjoying, which they call the advantage of concentration. If you concentrate on something, you get best out of that. But I think what helps us differently from them is that we set little limit for ourselves. Once we achieve it, then we'll move. We set limit that once we achieve it, then we'll move. If we were to put all this energy we have here on fish alone, we'll still try.
Thank you for that. So you have a series of staffs, and you are, I've been trying to reach you, and I'm not in the lorry. How have you been managing your business when you are not here?
I think the first thing is that any business one is doing, one should try to be ahead. You should try to be ahead in that business. Try to make sure you have a total understanding of the business. Like, you don't need to do what you don't know. Any business you don't know, don't do it. I think what helped me is understanding the concept of the business, understanding the principle, the clear principle of the business. So whether I'm here or not, I still have the understanding of what they need to do, how they need to do it, so I can easily monitor it from far. So, but if I don't have that knowledge, understanding the business, it might not be easy for me to run the business.
How many years now?
I think 15 years. 2007. 2014, I think about 16.
I was in GSS3 that time. I was in GSS3 that year. So so you have been doing it even before I met you, for years before I met you. Wow, mashallah. Okay, so I did like to ask, today there is this thought of, okay, this country is not good, there is no job here, this country is not favoring us, let's all move abroad. There's this, we call it Japa syndrome. Yeah. What do you think of it, sir?
You see, it depends on the personality of who is involved. You see, some of us, we don't really have our target. I think we don't have our target. If you have your target, there's a lot of opportunity in Nigeria. Because if I want to use myself as an example now, I came from a very, very humble background. Very, very humble and humble background. But you see, whenever you're committed to whatever you are doing, you see that you'll be able to get the best out of it. When we started here in Nigeria, the business here, we started with hatchery, We only produce fingerlings because then hatcheries require a bit of little capital compared to any other aspect of fish. So we started with hatchery. With commitment, we were able to raise little capital. From the capital, we started doing the grow out. From the grow out, we started producing the feed. Then we started moving to the processing. From the processing, we tried to do this what they call backward integration. We went into crop farming, where we produce some of the raw materials we use, like soya beans now goes from our own farm, like maize we produce from our farm.
Wow.
We do a bit of agrochemicals. So why I go this way, that all these things are doing very fine in Nigeria. Oh, so anyone want choose to do, one will still make good out of it. It's just about the mindset that I can make it here. Anybody that have the mindset that they can make it here, such person will still make it. But you see, we tend to believe what is far to what we have.
Do you export?
We do a bit of export of our smoked fish. The smoked dry fish, we do export of that, but not at commercial level because there's some high level of restrictions. The European Union, the American government, the US government, there's a restriction that doesn't allow the easy movement of those products.
Your staff, they live here?
We have some that stays here, but majority
you have an apartment for them?
We have about, I think, about 45 staff. We have about 45 staff. So, and we'll have a lot of IT students too from different universities.
So there is something that is called market saturation, where we say, oh, there are a lot of people already doing fish farming. I don't want to go there because, I have to be competing with people that have already made a name for themselves. What do you think of it for people that want to, go into fish farming and are doubting themselves?
You see, I think first thing about any business you want to do, the first thing is you first have to go and work on the market. You have to have the understanding of the market. Because if you don't understand the market, it will be difficult for you to satisfy that market. So once you work on the market, you understand the market, you'll be able to know where there's lapses. Fish, there's about 5-6 sizes of fish. Like if I would tell you about our own strategy now, like in Ilorin now, we know farmers that can raise big fish are not much. So we decided to be raising big fish. So at that level, we discover that there's more than enough market. But if you are producing size of fish that everybody there will be pressure. So one have to make sure you identify your market. You work towards meeting that demand of the market. Because the market is the driving force for any production.
Yeah, you get the money. In Nigeria, everybody is saying no money, no money.
You see, one unique thing about this is that we have never taken loan. Since the beginning of this business, we have never taken loan. You see, when I started this place, the industry is very young. If you are experienced, there are so many means through which you can be making money. Apart from the farm, you do a bit of this consultancy services, you move around, you make little money. That's how we're able to raise our little capital and start. But the business start with a huge lot of returns. Initially, fish business have a lot of returns. In fact, if not for that kind of return, the business having at the initial stage, it may be difficult for anybody to survive now. So dollar started taking the profit. Now, the business now become very tough. One needs to know what is doing. Very tough does not mean that there's no lot of returns in the business, but one needs to be smart, one needs to think rightly, one needs to take right decisions, one needs to be committed, one needs to be on top of his game always. That's what I mean. But it's still very good business. We are making, at least the returns is still very, very, very reasonable, and you can see people are doing very, very well there.
How do you handle your competitors? Let me ask that one.
You see, we just try to be unique. We try to adopt strategy of uniqueness. Like in our feed now, you can't imagine there are so many big companies. We have multinationals in Ilorin. My feed is the most expensive. My feed, TJ feed, is the most expensive feed, local feed. that I know, even me myself. But still, we cannot meet up with the demand.
Wow.
Why? Because we have a unique quality. And we try to sustain that unique that quality. So once you have your uniqueness, you don't have problem in the market. It may take time before they know you. You need patience. Everybody knows every business has its own gestation period. But once you hit the market, you are there.
This place, when I came, there is no TJ Farms.
We don't have signboard, we don't have.
But from the junction till we got here, even the small babies, they know the road to TJ Farms. How?
You see, we try to have impact in the community. We try to have a very good relationship with this community. We have the relationship, forget it. We are part of the community. We make sure we share our joy with the community. And when the other thing comes through, we share with the community. So we are part of the community. So this community, they are they are our shelter.
Everybody knows this place.
That's a very good relationship between us and the community. And funny enough, we are not from here. We came, but you see, anywhere you find yourself, treat it like home. Anywhere you find yourself, treat that place like home. Then they will treat you like son of. They will treat you like their child. Any environment you are treating like home, they will treat you like home. So I think that is the figure we need.
I think there's something about Ilorin though. There's something about Kwara State. I'm not from Kwara State too, but I've been given quite a lot of opportunities, despite the fact that I'm not from here. So I think they are just the community that welcomes people. Thank you very much for your time, sir. I really appreciate you. I'm sure you've heard about a lot of businesses in Nigeria and Africa as a whole, but Ilorin Kwara State gets lesser spotlight. Today, I was at TJ Farms and I spoke with the man TJ himself, and it was really an honor speaking with him. Man is sleeping on money, a lot of money, and you might want to sleep on it too if you intend to go into fish or feed or fish farming, whatever the case may be. My name is Oladune Kafila Olade, your host. Bye.